What's up, Knights? I would love to do this part of the video outside, but it is windy as hell and a little bit dark. I am I am at Buc-ee's. You can't tell I'm at Buc-ee's, but I'm at Buc-ee's. I got myself a beast burrito because you gotta be like a beast. Got myself some coffee because you gotta be energized. I am taking a 5.5 hour drive east that way to get to Arkansas, pick up my pops so I can bring them back to Texas for Christmas. Today's a big day. It really is, because one, I got to go to Buc-ee's. Two, driving to Arkansas and back in one day. That is 10 to 12 hours, depending on traffic. And I am still a little bit sick, and I forgot my allergy medicine. So I got allergies and this illness, and I am just tired. But that's okay, because we're strong. We're going to make it. Another great thing about today, I am moving into my girlfriend's house today. Yes, sir, I am moving in. Moved some stuff in earlier in the week. But now I'm officially moving in, like moving in. Today, it's now our apartment, not just her apartment. It is awesome. I'm happy about it. She's ecstatic. And I'm just loving life right now. You know, right now is the first time I've actually felt good about my life, like my entire life. You know, I've been reflecting upon this past year I've been living out here. And it's also been the best year of my life. I have done so much. I've succeeded so many times, achieved so much. I feel good about my life. And I've never felt good about my life before. And that is so amazing. It's marvelous what working on yourself and trying to improve yourself, your habits, your beliefs, your environment, and just going on a journey of self-improvement, what it all actually does for you and to you is marvelous. I tell you, marvelous. It's crazy. You know, like this year's been crazy. I've improved myself in so many ways, both financially, physically, mentally, just look maxing. You know, my life trajectory has changed, and that's amazing. But enough talking. I'm going to get back on the road, heading east. I got another like 200 something miles to go. So y'all wish me luck. I'll catch up with y'all here in a little bit. To think, just a couple years ago, I was taking the same drive, but in a Greyhound bus, dreaming about the times that I'd be able to take this drive myself in a car. Man, life's changed. To think that I used to be running around doing a bunch of stupid stuff, making excuses for my life. But now I'm actually in control of my life. That's heavy right there. So I sit here thinking about this right now like I am now. It baffles me how much life can really change when you make it change. Finally made it to Arkansas, and within 5 minutes of being in town, inside Benton, Arkansas, I get cut off. People out here can't drive worth nothing. That's me saying it from a Texan standpoint. Anyway, finally here. Old, original childhood home, packing up dad's stuff and fixing to hit the road again, heading back to Texas. Stay tuned. All right, so finally made it back to the casa, back to the house, my aunt's house, that is. Dropping off pops right now, dropping them off right now. Yeah, I've literally been driving for 12 hours. Minus an hour I spent helping my father pack his stuff in the middle of the trip. Besides that, if you count that, it's been 12 hours. I've been on this road pretty much. I ate breakfast and dinner both at Buc-ee's. Both time burritos, 2 different burritos, both delicious. But I am just exhausted, you folks. I am exhausted. I am so dang tired. It's been a long trip. I want to tell y'all more about the trip tomorrow. For now, I'm going to drive back to my place, in my girl's place. Now officially be my girlfriend's place. Today's the day. And tell you more about that and also other things. I'm going to go there, go to sleep. I'm exhausted. It's been 12 hours on this road. It's been a long day. See y'all in a little bit. All right, folks, this is the next day. Look at this. Look at this. It says, I love you. welcome to our home. I love that. My baby surprised me with that last night. She wasn't here when I got here. I walked in, the dog's making a mess. I clean up the mess. I look up and I see all that, all the balloons and everything. I'm like, man, my baby she did surprise me a little bit. I love that. Anyway, so check this out. This is what the drive was like. So the way to Arkansas really wasn't that bad. There's a little bit of traffic in Dallas. Besides that, it was smooth sailing the entire time. It was actually really nice, really enjoyable. The drive back, though, when we got to Rockwall, all right, my GPS said, you need to get off this highway right now and take the service road. I'm like, weird, but okay. So I go on the service road, and I see why. Right before the bridge in Rockwall, the big bridge in Rockwall, if you've ever been to Rockwall, Texas, you know there's just this gigantic bridge over this gigantic lake in the middle of town. It's on your way through. Right before that bridge, bumper to bumper. So we get past that to the entrance of the bridge where it has to go back on the highway. Bam, bumper to bumper. But it led up on the actual bridge itself. We were able to go, actually drive normally. And then we get past the bridge. And I tell y'all what, it was bumper to bumper. It was horrible. We finally got through that, though. That was like an extra 30 minutes more than it needed to be. Just because it was just bumper to bumper. It was stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Stop. It was ridiculous, honestly. Very stressful, that part of the drive. After that, we decided, me and my pops did, we're just going to take the toll road, pay the fee, take the toll road because it was so much traffic. You know, it's the weekend before Christmas. We're driving through major towns, Rockwall, Dallas, Fort Worth, and these are major towns. So we take the expressway, the toll roads around Dallas and through Fort Worth. And that was so stressful because people were driving like maniacs. I'm used to Texas drivers. This was worse than normal, way worse than normal. It was a very stressful drive back. And actually sitting down for 12 hours in that car, got my lungs on fire today and last night because of it. So like I said, I've been a little ill past couple weeks now. It's a lung infection. We're just sitting there, compressed my lungs for like 12 hours, and they're on fire today. Honestly, I'm in so much pain right now, but it's okay because I know I'm healing. And that's the thing. You got to be able to recognize when your body's actually healing. And it takes going through enough illness to recognize when you actually are healing. So, just I know I'm healing. Last night, me and my girlfriend decided we'll go ahead and have our version of Christmas, 5 days early. Because, we're having individual Christmases with our families. And then we're supposed to have our own Christmas together. So, we did that last night. She got me a bonsai tree kit with like 5 different types of bonsai trees. I get to plant them. I can't wait for that because you know me, I love gardening and I love bonsai trees. Oh, I love them. They're so beautiful. And she got me this really super nice pair of sunglasses, like aviators, kind of like and everything. I'm like, oh, this girl knows me. I got her a beautiful necklace. It is a real rose about that big. Well, I'm like that big. It's a real rose. They took 65-step process to preserve it. And then they dip it in 24 karat gold. So it was a beautiful little necklace. She has it. She loves it. She was like, she really enjoyed the sentimentalness of it. And I'm happy she liked it. I didn't care about what she gave me, what she gave me was amazing. Actually, my favorite thing she gave me was a card that she wrote and drew herself. That's hanging on the fridge right now. That was my favorite thing she actually gave me last night. But I didn't care about what I was getting. I just cared about giving her present. I was so excited when I gave it to her. It was so nice. So we did all that. It was fun. Also the whole drive was fun, minus the stressful parts. The celebrating Christmas together last night was fun. Moving in finally, bringing the last of my stuff over was fun. It's been a fun weekend. It really has. And now I'm all dressed and ready for church. And we got my little Christmas shirt on, you know what I'm saying? So we're fixing to go to church here in a little bit. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you all a little something. In fact, I'll show you a little something now, a little food something. Check this out. Look at this. $116, but I saved $71. I got that Kroger card. Yes, sir. Look at that. Look at this. What I'm going to do with this beautiful ribeye roast is I'm going to cut it into steaks. I'm going to see how many steaks I can get off it and see what kind of bargain. Because I technically paid $45 for it. If I can get at least 5 steaks out of this, so I'm pretty sure I could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can probably get about 5 steaks. If I get 5 steaks out of this, I'm happy. Because then the price would have been very much worth it. Because 5 steaks, that's like 60, 70 bucks right there. And most steaks are like, most ribeyes of a good cut are like 15 bucks a piece, 20 bucks, sometimes like 11, 12 bucks, depending on how big it is, how thick it is. So I'm thinking like I could really save a lot of money by buying these and cutting them into my own steaks and throw them in the freezer. This is a brilliant idea. I just saw this idea on, I think it was like Instagram or something. And I'm so excited to do this. This is going to be great. I cannot wait to cut into this mug. There's some bone right there, so I have to debone it. But that shouldn't be too hard. Is that bone? Yeah, that's definitely bone. So I cut around the bone. There should be no big deal. Just boom, boom. Cut around that. And then just slice it. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little adventure. Tell you what. Definitely it's going to be a little culinary adventure. And I'm going to do that as soon as we get back from church. So I can change out of my nice clothes. I'm also wearing these clothes to work tomorrow. So I see 2 dogs in there just staring at me, asking me to come play with them. I'm going to do that now. It's not senior nights. And remember, here's the moral of this story, of this weekend story. One, no matter if you're sick or what is going on, you got to do what you got to do. Family's important. Remember that. I always say family starts with blood, but doesn't end with blood. You choose your family. My father, he's my family. He's my chosen family, and he is also my birth family. Love him to death. Yeah, we get on each other's nerves, but I love my father to death. So I drove 5 hours there and then 7 hours back almost. Through traffic, stressed out as hell, in a lot of pain. But I did it because family is important. My girlfriend, she's my new chosen family. That's important to me. Family, important. Do what you got to do. No matter how much pain you in, important. Getting a bargain on meat, important. And enjoying the journey, that is important. I enjoyed yesterday's journey. That's like how I'm enjoying the journey of self-improvement, of working on myself. I've been really building myself into a more masculine person, into a more responsible person, into a more this, that, and the other. And I will talk about this kind of stuff in future videos, but I just want y'all to know, enjoy the journey. Whether it's a physical, actual journey from state to state or country to country or wherever you're going, or if it's a metamorphical journey of self-improvement. Either way, enjoy the journey. You only get one trip before it's all over. See you, Knights. Keep growing how you need to grow. Stay noble. Live that noble lifestyle. Yes, sir.